I got heartburn. So last Wednesday, we got a little creepy with it, and I kind of want to keep it on the creepy, weird side of things, bro. Cause I like it. I think it's a nice change up to the usual, bro. Y'all doing good this Wednesday? I don't know what time I'm dropping this video. So good after morning, evening, day, night. Welcome back. I am. Motherfucker. Hey, Jay, back through something to react to. That felt good. That felt good. I'm not even on the right screen. Scary facts and creepy true crime story from around the world TikTok compilation. Let's just watch this, bro. It's a TikTok reel wormhole compilation of TikTok weird video
Most unusual places in the world. Located in Quebec, Canada, this forest has a pretty creepy atmosphere. It might be because the ground looks like it's moving, making it seem like Mother Earth is taking a deep breath. This next one is actually terrifying. Located in Penang, Malaysia, this huge water tornado was getting extremely close to this apartment building. Fortunately, it's
ain't a water tornado. Ain't that a typhoon? What's a typhoon? I'm not Googling it.
Stopped right in front of the building because it ran out of water. And how about this one? It used to be a hiking area before it got flooded. So everything you see here used to be above water. Imagine being a fish and seeing this appear out of nowhere.
Here are some experiments that went.
Hey, the little underwater bridge village is fire, bro. Good little movie location.
Horribly wrong. In 1983, a man volunteered to be a test subject for a groundbreaking experiment.
What?
Scientists disconnected every sensory nerve from the man's brain to see if he could sense God's presence.
What?
The man could no longer feel, hear, see, or smell anything after this was done, and the experiment started. He started reporting that he could hear voices of the dead and gave details that he couldn't have ever known. He then said that he could see the entities, to which he started clawing at his own eyes. He eventually went insane and started biting chunks of his own flesh off.
God.
The last words the man spoke before his death were, "I have spoken with God, and he has abandoned us." It is uncertain if this was real or fake, but it is sure to send shivers up your spine.
I was about to say, shiver me timbers, bro. Hey, listen. What's that shit? Sensory deprivation? Let's say when you like go through that, it kind of like get hallucinations. What if it's not hallucinations, bro? What if we are in a sensory overloaded state at all times and we missing a bunch of shit that we should be seeing? I'm cool. I don't want to see and talk to dead people, bro. I am all right. Continue. Like and follow for more. Fuck out of here. No.
Things you should never Google. Lemon party.
Why you do that? Lemon party.
Harlequin fetus.
What the fuck is? I know what blue waffle is. What the fuck is lemon party? I don't even.
Blue waffle. Degloving.
Facts that will blow your mind.
Y'all go Google that shit and tell me. Only one I know is blue waffle. Don't Google blue waffle, bro. That's false. When I was in California the first time, there was a little baby puppy pit bull, and I spilled my flaming hot Cheetos on the floor, and it started fucking them Cheetos up and loved it, bro. Continue. It's possible. You can't do it.
You stupid.
To hum while you hold your nose. The least interesting day in history was April 11th, 1954. Aldous Huxley and C.S. Lewis died on the same day as JFK. Bigger forks lead you to eat less. The longest living insect is the termite.
Bigger forks. Bigger.
Chewing gum after a meal reduces heartburn.
Aha!
Dogs can smell cancer. Bees can detect
Damn.
bombs. Follow and comment below which fact blew your mind.
Dogs can smell cancer, bees can detect bombs. How would you know if a dog is smelling cancer, though? What is the reaction a dog has? Man.
This is the Backrooms explained.
Tell me.
The Backrooms are alleged to be an alternate...
Hey, man, what is wrong? Wait a minute.
This is the...
What is wrong with your features? Big-ass eyebrows, wide-ass V-shaped forehead. What is going on with the eyeballs? This motherfucker is a created player, bro. Continue.
Backrooms explained. The Backrooms are alleged to be an alternate terrifying dimension that people end up in when they glitch out of reality. Upon glitching into the Backrooms, you will find 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms
we know
that literally go on forever. Nothing but the stink of moist carpet, the madness of the color mono yellow, and the endless
moist carpet. Stop, bro.
background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz. And if you hear something moving, you better run because the chances are they heard you too. In order to escape, it is said you have to complete a series of levels, which test you to an impossible standard. Which is why if you ever enter the Backrooms, you're most likely never getting out.
We know about the Backrooms, bro. We had a time when we watched all the Backroom films and shit, but it's way more that we didn't watch. It's a terrible place. Hope I never glitch into it. How do you not glitch into man, this? All the things that are things, just I don't know, bro. Just where's the Sky Guy from the last? He was on our last Wednesday. And I don't know where's the sound? Yeah. Okay.
This 71-year-old man reportedly hasn't left his house for the last 55 years because he is terrified of women. According to a short film by Aframax, Caliste Zambueta barricaded himself inside what's become a wooden fortress at just 16 years old. And this is all because he never wanted to talk to or see a woman ever again. They say that he suffers from a type of anxiety disorder called genophobia, which is the fear of women. Experts say that you can develop this phobia through experiencing a traumatic event or be predisposed to it through your genetics. But whatever's got him shook must be pretty damn powerful, because the small hut he's been willingly trapped in for the last 55 years only has one bedroom, meaning he sleeps, cooks, cleans, and even relieves himself all in one place. But even though
hey man, get some help. You should be running from yourself. You sleep where you poop and eat and cook. I know it's not uncommon in a lot of places, but the reasons you're doing this, what do I know? I'm not a psychologist. Just running from titties every day. I couldn't imagine. I don't.
No, he's terrified of women and does everything in his power to keep them out. They are the ones keeping him alive. The video claims that the women of his village are the ones who bring him food and other essential items that he needs to survive. They do this by tossing the items over the fence, and when they leave, he'll cautiously come out, collect them, and then quickly go back inside. So the question is, how rare do we think genophobia really is?
How rare are your eyebrows? Nigga, ain't you living in a place where fucking lions and shit be outside? Like, what do you got, a stick house to hide from women and they still bringing you food? I don't know if it's a good or bad thing now, bro. You get... Okay.
Clown, the most sick and twisted slasher we've ever seen. A lot of you guys seem to think that the bedroom scene from Terrifier 2 is not that crazy, and I genuinely think that there's something wrong here. That scene is genuinely one of the most insane scenes I've ever seen in a horror movie. We don't see things like that coming from Jason. We also don't see...
Hey, listen. Art the Clown might be 1000% got more busy than all of our favorite horror people when it comes to how he killed people. He gets busy. You can't really argue it. Watch both movies and then tell me there's a motherfucker more brutally disgusting than Art the Clown, bro. Continue.
Things like that coming from Michael, especially with the lead up of Terrifier 3. As we know, I'm pretty sure this kid is getting packed up. And with the fact that Art the Clown is dressed up as Santa Claus for most of the movie, meaning he's going to be decorating some trees. And going over a couple OGs from the slasher scene, of course you have Freddy Krueger, the Nightmare Demon. For anybody who doesn't think Freddy's a slasher, his nickname is the Springwood Slasher, but he's really about it. The only thing Freddy's ever done that's comparable to anything that Art the Clown has done from I think it's part 2, maybe it's part 1, where the kid literally gets sucked up through the bed. That was pretty up there. You then, of course, have my boy Ghostface, but he hasn't done anything absolutely crazy like that.
Nah, Freddy had something more brutal than that. For 1,000%. Hold on. Give me.
Then have Michael. Started a ton of controversy in my last video. Needless to say, we've never seen an unaliving as brutal as the Art the Clown bedroom scene. And then you throw Leatherface in there. Still, once again, yes, he's a cannibal, but hasn't really done anything on the scale as Art. But yes, to answer my own question, I do think Art the Clown is the most sick and twisted slasher we've ever seen. What do you think?
Scary fun facts.
I can give you that. I can give you that.
Until the Orbeez overflow. There are microscopic mites that live in your eyelashes.
We know about
Being
that.
buried alive happens so often on accident that they've now invented safety coffins. In the 1800s, dentures were made with real teeth.
Stop. How often do people get buried alive, bro? You can't trust nothing. You can't trust nothing, bro. Can't even die the right way.
From the deceased. Radio station UVB76 has been broadcasting since 1982. All it does is make creepy noises and nobody knows where it's broadcasting from. Chainsaws were originally invented for childbirth. The final part of Mount Everest...
What?
that you have to climb is known as Rainbow Valley. They call it that because all you see is all the different colored jackets from the frozen hikers. And it looks like I'm out of time. Follow for more fun facts.
Why was the Orbeez popping around like that?
You know, I don't think I really hate any animal. Every animal has a purpose, except this. I hate this bird, I hate everything it stands for. If Happy Feet had an Antarctic Antichrist in its cast, that movie would have been a snuff film. This is a giant petrel, but if you're a sailor, you probably know it by its street name, the Stinker. Because this satanic seagull on steroids is a meal plan of rotting, decaying, disease-ridden foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I
don't
just
like
don't
birds,
want to.
bro.
And like an air-conditioned vulture, they have the same table manners, meaning they'll pull up to a corpse and start eating it from the softest point. So if you ever peep this flying coffin in red face, no, it just got done tossing an expired elephant seal salad, which makes their choice in self-defense somehow more offensive. Press a petrol or its kid and it'll projectile vomit vile smelling corrosive stomach oils right to the face.
Why?
Oils that are so acidic they can actually strip the waterproof coating off other birds' feathers. You know, I said vultures? That's not fair. At least vultures usually wait for you to die. Petrels do no such favors. Penguin paralysis demon will snatch up miners like Dan Schneider and rip them open.
Call that nigga a penguin paralysis demon will snatch up miners like Dan Schneider. Bars.
Petrels do no such favors. Penguin paralysis demon will snatch up miners like Dan Schneider and rip them open alive. And remember, the Stinker will pull organs right out the poop chute. The freeze-dried booty bandit has been known to drown other birds like the Australian gannet. You wanna know what this predatory prostate exam is? This is if hyenas had wings. And don't think they just go after chicks. If they find an injured penguin, they will personally speedrun the process. Well, actually not speed, because again, the anal undertaker don't wait for you to pass tense. It's like the booty warrior from Boondocks came back as a bird. Blight to the animal kingdom with a negative rice purity score with a wingspan that can reach a shack. Alright, I'm done. They're not that bad. I just don't like the way they sound.
It still ain't as bad as the fucking shoebill bird, bro. Nothing is as bad as that motherfucker. AK-47 beak having that. I can't believe it's been a whole 5 months since the world ended. I know that I've been chased by things the entire time, but it's been interesting. I'm just glad I didn't end up with the same fate as the other 7 billion people. Those poor souls. What? What's happening, bro?
The most disturbing videos in the world. This picture contains a list of
I don't like Where Is the Sky, bro. I don't.
disturbing videos from least scary to the most. This will be my scariest series ever. Starting with tier 1, we're gonna take a look at a couple of them. The first one is the creepy Japanese McDonald's commercial. Before you watch this, the idea of this commercial was that hunger watches you at night.
Hi.
Hey, Ronald, you catching so many bullets.
The second one we're gonna take a look at.
Hey, Japanese Ronald McDonald look unhealthy in the face, bro. Like unhealthy for the whoever the other person is, bro. Fuck is that shit? Strong chin, strong jawed Ronald McDonald.
That is Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Just take a look at it.
Sing this. Didn't like that.
This was just tier 1. Tomorrow's video for tier 2 is where things start getting crazy. Make sure to like and follow for tomorrow's video for tier 2.
I want to see tier 2, bro. Come back.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew.
Maybe.
21. This photo shows an 8-month-old Zhao Bao who was lucky to be alive because his mother him 90 times after he bit her while she was breastfeeding him.
Jesus!
The world's scariest haunted house, McCamey Manor, requires you to sign a 40-page waiver and undergo a physical and mental evaluation. If you manage to make it through the house, you could win $20,000. But to this day, no one has ever made it through. The little girl who voiced Ducky in The Land Before Time was shot to death by her father, who then committed suicide. Roman Emperor
What in the fuck? I can't even watch Land Before Time now, bro. Jesus.
Nero had a boy castrated, dressed him up as a bride, and married him, all because the boy looked similar to his previous dead wife.
Oh, yeah.
A 46-year-old man found and attacked a 13-year-old boy because the kid was him too many times in a game of Call of Duty.
What was the Russian sleep experiment? The Russian sleep...
Hey, human beings suck booty hole, bro. We have no place on this earth, bro. We are the problem. What is all of that shit? Continue.
Experiment is where they took 5 prisoners of war and kept them captive in a room for 30 days without sleep. The whole goal of this whole experiment was to see what would happen to the human body and mind without sleeping for 30 days. Kind of like a sleep deprivation experiment. And I'm gonna be honest, the way they were keeping them awake was absolutely insane. Not only having oxygen constantly pumped throughout that room, kind of like a casino, because obviously there was no windows because they didn't want them to know what time of day it was. Sort of, as I said, like a casino where they pump oxygen in, you have no idea what time it is, and you kind of always feel awake. But the other way they were keeping them awake was by pinning them with amphetamines to ensure them staying awake. Now, obviously, the experiment did not go as planned, with some of them just being unalive just due to the fact of being up for too long. Others screaming so loud that their vocal cords actually ripped out, causing them to be unalive. Now, back in 2018, we were supposed to be getting a full feature-length film, a real adaptation of this creepypasta into a movie. Now, there are some pretty good short films on YouTube depicting this whole entire story, but we were supposed to get a feature-length film a couple years ago. Now, obviously, this is a creepypasta, so comment down below what creepypasta I should cover next.
Why the fuck did you say the same thing twice? I hate when people repeat this, bro. I do it all the time. It's fine. There's been somebody following me all day. And it's only since everybody else in the world disappeared when the world into last year. Where is this guy? What you got going on, bro?
The devil works hard, Drake Sparrow works harder, but no one on earth does more than a horny male bird. One thing about ladybirds, they will make their guy work for it. Standards will make the average man have a heart attack. The bowerbird will spend days, weeks, sometimes months of his life building and decorating a bower, all in the name of female validation. And they don't just build it either, they'll color code it too. They'll even people rival with a bigger bower and level the entire thing out of pure spite. That's not normal, petty. No, that's advanced. Adelie penguins, yeah, remember them? They nest with rocks, so if a guy penguin wants to commit, he doesn't do it with a ring, but he does it with a stone, no diamond. But penguin politics means the guy can get cheated on by his girl, basically selling her body to someone else for a rock. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. The world's oldest profession is older than you think. But also the opposite can happen, where a female flirts with a guy, gets his hopes up, and right when bro think he finna catch cloaca, she steals a rock out of his nest and then runs home to her actual mate. Imagine buying a girl a drink and she gonna get up and hand it to her husband. You know what? I respect it.
I was about to say that's a real woman right there. Why you over at the other penguins spot anyway though? What you doing next to the other penguins rocks anyway in the first place? So the whole thing's fucked up, bro. See, don't make me mad.
Do this thing where they lock talons in the air and kind of just death spiral back to Earth. To them, it's a ritual or just really risky foreplay. Apparently, it's a test to evaluate whether this eagle's fit to be a mate. And to be fair, they mate for life, so they kind of have to get it right. But they look real stupid when they hold on too long and end up bird smacking the ground together, effectively taking each other off the dating pool permanently. Albatrosses have a very specific synchronized dance they do to reinforce their bond, and it's not just any dance. It's a ritual with certain steps and moves they have to get right. Crazy part is some albatrosses.
That bird said. Come on, man. Y'all can't see my foot, but I was...
Don't get active till they're 10. They'll really spend years of their life perfecting a dance just to get a chance. The more you know.
It is criminal that more people don't know about this. A group of teenagers in Africa have just created the world's first hour-long superhero movie that's recorded on a phone and entirely edited on CapCut. What you are seeing right now took a staggering 2 months to edit. They call themselves the African Cinematic Universe. The filming process took about 7 days and was all shot on a borrowed iPhone 10. All of the editing, including the VFX, the sound effects, was all done on CapCut using a Samsung 7S Edge and an Amazon Fire tablet. As if this needed to be any harder, but they did this all without any food or water. And no, comments, it's not because they were in Africa, it was because it was the month of Ramadan. And the ultimate fear around all of this is that their phone would crash during the export process and they would lose all of their work. So they overcame this by cutting and exporting the movie in 13 to 16 minute segments.
You can do all this shit on CapCut, bro?
And then by a stroke of luck, someone who saw the trailer donated them a PC so that they could put them all together and export the full hour. They even had a premiere for its release. Man, if they get their hands on some real editing equipment, Hollywood is cooked. This movie deserves way more attention. So please, for all of their hard work, let's show them some love.
This is the scary story about the woman.
We watching that. Fuck you talking about? Yep.
In the night, a young man moved into an apartment building. The first night he slept in his new apartment, he was woke up by somebody knocking on the door at 1 o'clock in the morning. He got up and opened the door, and standing there was a young woman. She apologized for waking him up and told him that she was his neighbor. She said her husband was beating her and asked if she could spend the night on the sofa. The man felt bad and let her stay the night even.
That ain't how you do that, bro. You're getting too deep in. Tell her to call the police, bro. You don't let the woman come and stay inside of your house. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if it's a finesse. You don't know how crazy the boyfriend is. Just stand outside with her like, you want to call the police? Some people don't want to call the police. At that, it ain't your business, bro. Don't put yourself in a situation to where everybody dies. She might be there to kill you too. You just can't trust human beings.
Even though it seemed strange. The next morning, he checked the living room and discovered that the woman was already gone. He assumed that her husband and her made up. But that night, at the same time as before, the same girl was knocking on the door. The man opened it and she said her husband had beaten her up again and wondered if she could spend the night on the sofa again. He said yes, and the next morning when he got up, the woman was gone again. The man grew suspicious and asked his landlord about the strange neighbor. The landlord's face grew pale and said nobody lives in that apartment. He said a woman who lived there died 1 year ago after being beaten to death by her husband.
We've heard that story a gajillion times. I think we just did a 3H like that. It was Hateful House Horrors every Saturday at 7 p.m. Be there or shut the fuck up. Yeah, man, that's old one. It's an old creepypasta story. Where is the sky again, bro?
You'll never look at a mall Santa the same way after hearing this story. So this photo was taken around 1920 in a Christmas fair happening outside of Boston.
Yo, what the fuck is Santa on, bro? Nah, nope.
Young child in this photo is Alberta Porter, the daughter of Robert Porter, who was posed to be Boston's next mayor. Apparently, this Santa had set up around the corner from the rest of the fair and was not visible from the rest of the fair. Robert and his daughter actually didn't even see this Santa until they were walking home. The line to see Santa inside of the fair was way too long, so when Alberta saw this Santa, she started crying and begging her dad to take a photo with him. So this photo was taken, and afterwards, the Santa asked if Alberta wanted to go on a short ride on the donkey. And she starts crying and begging her father again, so he agrees. But Alberta never returned. An hour went by and Santa still hadn't brought her back. Robert ran into the fair to ask an employee how long the donkey rides typically last, but the employee seemed really confused. There was no Santa with donkey rides at this fair. The employee pointed to the Santa who had a long line of children out in front of him and said that was the only Santa at the fair. Alberta was never found, and Robert actually dropped out of politics to spend his entire life and savings on finding her and the man who took her, and never did.
Damn. This shit.
What is the biggest difference between Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and the new age slasher Art the Clown? It's this one thing. Will Gen slashers always hold true to this? Because they're not threats. But will Art the Clown see it that way? I don't know, because from what I've been told, the first couple minutes of Terrifier 3 are said to be some of the most disgusting, disturbing, and shocking things we've ever seen. And that's saying a lot, because Terrifier 2 was absolutely insane. Especially the bedroom scene. People were literally running out of the theaters and throwing up when they first saw Terrifier 2. And if the first couple minutes of Terrifier 3 are said to be some of the most shocking and disturbing things we've seen from Art, what does that mean for this little person? What's gonna happen?
Hey, listen, Terrifier 2 do got some moments where you almost want to throw up. Like, you gotta be in the right state. And I love horror. That's all the fuck I watch. But you gotta be in the right state of mind for that, bro. The shit is demented. Yep.
Because from the countless set photos we've seen, Art the Clown is dressed up as Santa Claus and going to the mall. Meaning he's gonna have a ton of people around him sitting on his lap and telling him what he wants for Christmas. Now we already know what Art the Clown wants for Christmas. He wants to decorate with people. Now I've been getting a lot of questions and tagged in this video, do I think Art the Clown is genuinely gonna pack this kid up? I don't know. I don't think Damien Leone is gonna go that far, but if it's been said that this movie is going to be 10 times shocking, especially the first 5 minutes, and we've already seen the 2-minute clip where Buddy's going crazy downstairs, I really don't know if I would put it past Art the Clown for him to do this. I didn't
see no.
These are some extremely
I have not seen Terrifier 3 clips, bro.
unsettling facts. And I found all of these on Reddit. The Conjuring is one of the most influential horror movies of all time and actually helped pave the way for a lot of other movies that were to come along in the future. But there was a lot of dark stuff that went on behind the scenes. After they had finished their first day of filming, actress Vera Farmiga had noticed something very off. She had 3 very large claw marks on her body, much larger than any human could have possibly done. And when she was asked about it, she said, "There's no way that I could have left this and not known." And this further adds on to the urban legend of this movie actually being cursed. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of the best known horror movies ever, but there's so much more behind this movie that I didn't.
Never heard of Conjuring being cursed. Y'all just creating stuff, bro. Like, and I'm here for it, I guess. I don't
tell you. Like the fact that the farm that this movie was filmed on actually had around 500 animal corpses underneath it. And where there's corpses, there's going to be a stench. And it got to be so unbearable that it got to the point that whenever the director would yell cut between takes, whether it was an actor, whether it was someone that was working on the crew, would have to sprint off screen and go vomit. And finally, this is one place on earth you cannot visit. But before I get into that, you guys, I delve into a lot of darker things, so if you want something a little...
I bet the set stankin' added to like the acting and the atmosphere of the movie, bro. Everybody walk around with the stink face.
more positive, make sure you go peep my bio. You won't regret it. North Sentinel Island is an island off the coast of India. This place is widely known as one of the places on Earth you cannot visit. This is because the northern Sentinelese people who live there have become very aggressive to all visitors. They've also had very limited contact with modern civilization as we know it. Even when boats are going by, these people are known to throw spears and shoot bows and arrows at them. But there's a reason behind this. The people of the northern Sentinel Island were brutalized and abused by colonizers years ago, and this caused them to be very shut off from the rest of the world and be very aggressive towards visitors. And if we're being real, if that happened to you, you would do the same thing. And look, I know these were pretty dark even for me, but that's why.
They wasn't that, like, they was dark, but they wasn't like, oh, it was dark even for me. Like, you guys just go overboard with your darkness, bro. That was interesting. Some of that shit was fucked up. Let me see if I can, what is this Terrifier 3 shit? Hold on, bro. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna watch both of those and post them after this, post them both today, and I'm gonna watch the teaser trailers together and put them in a separate video, bro. Just cause, bro. Peace, love, strength. My mind got a little all this up S. All this effed up S. You know what? I'm gone, bro. Y'all have a great day. Have a great day. I might stream tonight. I don't know. I'll see y'all in the next video, bro. I'm gone.